Hi everybody, I'm Vera.
Hi, I'm Christina.
And we are here with Soul's Enlightenment.
Yes, we are.
And we have a question today from a viewer.
Yes, we do. And I'm going to read it. Her name is Marilyn. And Marilyn's asking if we could give information on breast cancer. And she has stage 0 breast cancer.
Which is nice. I mean, it's not nice to have breast cancer, but that's a good stage.
Right, right. And she was asking, why does breast cancer happen? If you could give all of the reasons, anything you can channel on this topic, and ways to heal without going like the traditional American Medical Association method, but to more natural ways to heal. So, first of all, we'd like to say that this is information to help along with what the doctor's recommending, right?
We are not doctors.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, you have to do what is right for you individually. So we highly recommend that you listen to everything your doctor has to say, and then you make a decision as to whether, you know, you want to go that way or a more natural way or both.
Right.
You know, because you can do both. I chose, and this is for my own breast cancer, because I was stage 4, and I still don't understand that stages much, but they felt it traveled past my lymph nodes or in my lymph nodes, so then that's why I think they gave me that. I'm not sure. I kind of was like in a fog, you know, when I was going through it, but I did not want chemo only because I knew that it was not coming back.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
You knew that the cancer was not going to come back? Is that what you're saying?
I knew it.
And so with that conviction, you knew that going natural was the right way for you.
Right, and I didn't even go natural, Chrissy. I just went about my life. I just lived my life the way I would have if I didn't have breast cancer. Wow. So I can't really say that I went natural. It probably would have been a lot better for me because I gained so much weight, you know, because of, it's just everything. But yeah, that's what I chose to do, and it was not an easy decision because I was ostracized by the medical profession. I mean, the doctor that I went to for chemo said that I was vain because I just didn't want to lose my hair.
And that's not what you were thinking at all.
No, he told me go home and die. I mean,
can you guys believe that?
That's what he said. Go home and die.
You know, when Vera told me that, I would be like, F off, pal. How could you say that? I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, you guys, that is a cruel thing to say.
Yeah. He was pretty frustrated with me because I was like, nope, nope. And he was trying to give me every which way. He talked to my family, my husband and my son alone, and they were in there trying to pressure me because they were afraid. He told them I was going to die if I didn't do chemo.
And I understand he's trying to protect you.
Yeah, pretty much they were telling my family I was going to die and that I was vain and that they better talk me into it because I was going to die. And my son and my husband were scared. Yeah, and they were mad at me.
Yeah, well, of course, they didn't want to lose you. They love you. And
yeah, so, but I did tell the doctor to F off. I did.
Did you really?
I did. But I didn't say F off, I said F you.
Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, finally I had enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, it was like...
Well, it's one thing to inform your patient.
Yeah, when he said go home and die, I just went, have a nice day.
I would want to punch him. Oh, don't resort to violence,
no, we don't do that.
Yeah, no.
We're a peaceful bunch.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get with what Marilyn wants. Yeah. And then she wants to know all of the reasons. Oh my gosh, Marilyn.
There's so many.
There are so many varied and different reasons why people chart having cancer in their lives. It's just something that you want to experience. But basically, if you want to go by Louise Hay, she says that it's about deep hurt and what else?
Right. Well, there's this. Well, first of all, as far as causes, some of the things that you have said in the past, though, are there's cell memory.
Correct.
Right. Because
you want something
even if you chart an opportunity for there to be an illness, cell memory can kick in And it could be in that weak spot in our body where something had happened in a past life.
Definitely.
So I know that sometimes you get so much information in sessions and not all of it sticks with you.
Duh. That's what I have you for.
But I do remember there was a time when
that's awesome.
When for you in a past life, do you remember when it was during a time when you were, I think it was an Inquisition time.
Oh, okay.
And you had been captured and accused of being a witch.
Okay.
And one of the things that they had done was they had cut off
my nipple, because that's
your
where
breast.
I had my. Whoa. Oh.
I assumed it was.
Oh.
I assumed it was that.
Okay.
And that was a cell memory thing.
Because I had my breast cancer in this life was in my nipple.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, this was from your experience,
right.
Your past life.
Right. So
I assumed it was your breast. Maybe it was not the whole.
Oh, I don't know.
But you were being tortured. Yeah. Is basically the point.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes the issue can happen in a weak spot, like I said, in your body where where it has happened, something like that happened before.
Well, and it triggers because something you're going on in this life triggers what was going on in that life.
Yes, that was the next thing I was just going to say was another cause of cancer or other types of illnesses is it's a emotional trauma manifesting physically in our body.
And that's everything that we every illness comes from an emotion. Everyone. And I know that's hard to believe.
Even an injury, which is, you wouldn't think. You'd think the tree landed on my leg. How can that be? But it is. Because like what we've talked about before, our mindset and what's going on in here affects...
That's how powerful we are.
Yeah, it affects how much we allow ourselves to be affected in that area. Which is amazing, isn't it? Because of the example you just gave.
Yeah.
It's like it was like all of a sudden it was revealed that this is where you were, but your mindset was like, you just turned it around.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's so
I just knew it wasn't coming back. That's all I knew. But you have to do what is right for you, because sometimes people have to fight. They have to do chemo. They have to do the natural way. They have to do everything. And that's right for them.
Right.
So please don't do what just because I did.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
You know, and but so to get to what Vera was just going toward was some of the things that Louise Hay talked about. Louise Hay's approach, which we believe in too, is like what we just talked about, that emotional traumas can manifest physically, and that's where Louise Hay was saying there's two different things. One is when there's a problem with the breast, a lot of times it's us not getting something off our chest. And
you're holding something close to your chest.
Okay. And then cancer can also be, some of the causes of that emotionally are a deep hurt, long carried hurt, or
deep dark secret.
Deep dark secret.
And,
that we're holding on to. Which kind of goes hand in hand with the breast, which is not getting this off our chest. It also can be, cancer can be from resentment, or, anger that we're holding on to, right. And then
abuse. And
then also the other thing that she said about breast too, was that sometimes if we don't nurture ourselves and we we're always thinking of the other person or other people first.
So that's the problem with healers sometimes, not all the time, but we're always trying to help other people and we don't help ourselves.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
The cobbler's children have no shoes.
Yeah. So some of the things to do for that, was there other reasons that you could think of?
No, basically it's like what you wrote in, cell memory, things that you're holding on to, that kind of stuff.
Also, I just wanted to point out to you real quick too what Vera was just saying about if we wrote it in, because sometimes when we have a disease and when somebody says, well, you wanted to learn from it, it's hard to take that and feel okay about it.
You wrote it in.
Yeah.
That was in the office all the time.
Right. She's talking about, because we worked in Sylvia Brown's office, who was a psychic, and
if anything happened to us, well, you wrote it in.
Right. But what she's saying is, there are a lot of lessons. Life lessons we learn life lessons in every single experience we chart because we wanted to learn those things.
And not just us. We write for other people around us to learn too.
Exactly, the people around us. Exactly. And so we write these different illnesses and injuries and things like that into our chart because we want to learn from them for many different reasons. Many different reasons. It could be a part of our life themes too, patience and tolerance and rejection. We have to learn, how to love ourselves. I mean, it goes on and on. Yeah. There's a lot.
It's like fingerprints.
That's
well,
a
no,
good
not
way
really.
To say it, though.
Yeah, but it's so many different reasons why people get it. It's as varied as people are.
That's a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
It's that individual.
It is.
Yeah.
And not just breast cancer, any cancer.
Exactly. So, but yeah, different things that we want to learn from. Now, when it comes to how, different ways that she can help herself while she's healing.
Organ talk is so important.
That's
because
a good one.
Because the way you talk, like, we had a lady at the office, Sylvia Brown's office, that would go around saying, "Oh, he broke my heart." And then she had a heart attack.
Yeah.
I mean, not the next day, but, it builds up. Or she's a pain in my ass.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah. You know what I am really guilty of lately, and I got to stop saying it, and now that I'm conscious of it, this whole area is getting better. I keep saying, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. And it's like I'm having a problem with my hip flexor and everything. So I'm really concentrating on not saying that anymore.
Yeah.
Because what she's saying is that organ talk is our organs are literally listening. Yeah, because it all comes from our mind.
And that's just not spiritual stuff. That's been scientifically proven.
Isn't that fascinating, you guys? But yeah, so organ talk, that's a really good point. So what would be a suggestion for her? Like organ talk as far as...
My cells are clean and pure and healthy. Every part of my body, I am, any kind of positive affirmation.
Like I was just going to say, that sounds just like an affirmation.
Anything that you can think of that's positive. I'm healthy and happy and whatever else that you want to add to it.
Yeah, and I think another part of that we're always talking about is visualization. It's so important because you're bringing that sense into it and you're creating it. We are all creators because we're created by God in God's image, and we can create that reality. Yeah. And visualizing those cells.
Yeah, and you can actually see them fighting. I kind of did like Pac-Man.
That's awesome.
And the good cells were like eating up all the bad cells, so that was one way you can do it. There's all different kinds of ways, you can do the I Dream of Jeannie that I always did, and poof, you're healthy, and just every day. In the shower is the best time, because you could say I'm washing off any negativity that I'm holding on to, and then when you're drying yourself, dry up. What was that reason to dry up? Because Sylvia told us. I can't remember now. Oh, shoot.
She'll remember.
Because it's like, because it's like you're bringing in the positive when you're drying. So you're bringing up the energy and all that. Yeah, that's what it was. And then, just there's so many different ways. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. But I was thinking of something and I lost it.
Yeah, you were trying to remember.
Yeah, no, I remembered that, but there was something I was going to say before that about how to heal yourself. Oh, dang. It was good, too.
I think you'll remember it as we go along. Maybe I'll tell her about the angel.
Yeah.
Because there's an angel for that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's actually... all the angels help in different ways. Okay? But I'm going to bring up one of the angels. It's the highest phylum under Father God. It's a principality angel. And they are actually the ones that are known to help with remission of cancer. And this is one for Tiffany we'll have to tell her about, because she's coming to our angel class in October. But anyway, so Maryland, with the principality angel, and anyone, for any reason.
And even if you're not in remission, this helps.
Yeah, yeah. yeah, because he's supposed to help with that, you know, if you don't have
to
it.
get you in.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so the principality angel can walk through you and they can leave their essence behind. And what that means is, like, you know, in your cells, they walk through and their essence is of light because they are made from the Holy Spirit, which is God's love. It's the white light of the Holy Spirit is what created angels. And they leave that behind in your cells. So when you can, what you do is you ask the principality to walk through you and leave their essence behind to cleanse your cells, to cleanse you. And as they're doing that, you're visualizing this, and you can visualize especially the affected area and see them, their essence of light is in your cells because our cells originally are in a perfect state. And that light is going to, could burn out or could cleanse out whatever toxins, whatever negativity, burn it out, cleanse it out, and return it to its original perfect state. So you can picture light burning in those, or going out in those cells, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the principality angel that you can use.
Yeah, and then plus there's also a visualization that you could, because on the other side there's a healing pool, and there's a waterfall, and you can picture yourself going into that healing pool and then coming out clean.
Cleansed, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, and it's like feels really good.
So either one of these, or any other things that work for you, because there's also a healing lab, and sometimes that's what we visualize as our personal healing lab. Yeah, our healing lab could be a waterfall. So I mean, but this is all visualization, and that's a powerful thing. That's what Angus is always saying. You know, usually visualization because it's powerful to help create that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, was there any other ones that you could think of?
I lost it. Sorry, I can't get it back. I don't know what I thought of, but if I do, I'll make it. I'll put it in the comments.
Okay.
But I just don't remember what I was going to say.
So there's the affirmations and the visualizations. Is there crystals too that you recommend?
Oh gosh, there's so many different crystals that you can use.
Because crystals are powerful. They're from God.
But basic one that's universal for all the cancers is the wait, here it is the what is it? The
rose quartz?
Rose quartz. Yeah.
I love the rose quartz. You want to show it to real close?
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know if this is it.
I should say show it to them so everybody can see what they can use.
It's rosy color, pink.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's even more liquidy looking. One of my friends said, "Ew, it's ugly. It looks like chicken breast uncooked."
I love the rose quartz.
Yeah.
I don't think it looks like chicken breast.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it looks like a beautiful.
Yeah.
There's one in front of the Victory Angel. But crystals are something that. Now this is really cool, you guys.
This looks like never mind. That's another rose quartz.
Crystals are something in our angel class, we're going to be talking about angel artifacts that they carry and how we can benefit from them. And I just wanted to point out that some of them actually use crystals and they channel the power of the crystals. So when Vera's telling you about which crystals to use to help with this type of healing.
I mean, we don't realize how really powerful we are. I mean, we've really lost it from our ancestry. Like way back, people realized, you know, what they can manifest and what they can do. And it's just been taken out of us through religion. Right. But yeah, we can heal our bodies and, you know, keep them the vessel that we want them to be. Just by, you know, I remember now.
She did it! I knew you would.
Laughter. Laughter is the best medicine.
Oh, gosh.
Whenever you're going through any kind of a situation with
an
illness or an injury or whatever, watch comedy. Do something that will make you laugh. Yeah, that really, really does help. Because that's what I did. I just refused to watch anything except a comedy.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, because that brings up your spirits.
Yeah, and laughing and just joy. I mean, we forget how powerful joy is.
I think it's the biggest healer, love and joy.
Yeah, they go hand in hand, yeah.
Because it brings in all that positive, and it helps us to release the negative, because
we have enough muck.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Really, negativity is the cause, because that's where the emotional trauma is, you know, letting ourselves be affected by negativity. so focusing on the positive, it's like bringing in our strength.
And there's going to be like illnesses and things that are coming up because we've been so, as a whole, pretty healthy, and we've had so many medical how do you say it? Not outbursts, but medical phenomenon that's happening.
Right.
And we're living longer.
Yes.
So there has to be that something that we die from.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the way, it's like the circle of life kind of thing.
I see.
And you may have picked that way to go. You may not have. You may have just picked it to go through.
Right.
In this life. So there's so many different reasons, but there's so many different ways that you can be positive about it and natural. And of course the foods, try not to eat processed foods.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
The more healthier types of foods, like what do they call it, like fresh and raw foods, those types of things instead of the processed, like you mentioned.
Yeah. But we still, I know people, because I love animals, and you want, but we do need protein, and there's other ways to get protein.
Right.
Not just meat. So there's, to bring enough protein in your body, because we need it as human beings.
Yeah. That's one of the things that Angus is always telling us is protein, protein, protein.
Yeah, exactly.
He's telling us that a lot.
Yeah.
Actually. Oh, and Angus is on the other side. He's a master teacher on the other side. We want to mention that.
He's kind of our, is it nice to say mascot?
Patron saint.
Patron, yeah.
Patron. He's not really a saint, though.
No.
Patron.
I'm going, he's not a saint.
Patron. Protectorate?
There we go.
Protectorate.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know you're not a mascot.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, was there anything else, Vera, that you
No,
wanted to pass on?
Just be positive.
Definitely.
It's scary. I know how scary it is. It's scary, especially when you first find out. It's like you like, I kind of panicked. It's like, I want this out, you know. But mine was it hurt so much because it was like, on next to the nipple.
Very sensitive area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to have to press my breast against the wall.
Ow!
It hurt so bad.
Whenever you say that, it just sounds so painful.
It was, but oh God.
Gosh.
But that's done. That's over. Yeah.
Passed.
But, if you are going through it, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. You just do focus on what you have to do for yourself.
And find time for themselves.
Yes.
Whether it's, some type of, journaling, and maybe some type of, even if it's a moderate exercise, to bring up the endorphins, to get the energy flowing, and think about the positive, like you said.
Yeah, all the healthy things that you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. And journaling, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah. And then the positive affirmations, as far as with the breast, would be that you love and you take time
and
to
nurture
yourself, and you value and love yourself. And the same with,
because we forget about, we were always taught, it's selfish to think about yourself, but it's so important. Because if you can't love yourself, how can you really love other people? And how will you have the energy to love them if you don't love yourself? Because it's draining.
It's so true.
Yeah,
because then from that positivism, it just emanates outwardly.
Right.
And then as far as affirmations for the cancer, it would probably be to, make sure that you're able to get things off your chest if you have a friend.
That's what I mean, journaling.
Exactly.
But if you have somebody to talk to, like we have each other, that is huge.
It really
is.
So,
if you want to go to a group, I never could do the group. And only because, to me, that chapter was over. And it was like, okay, done. I did that. I'm on to something else. But it's really, some people really need to be in a group.
Yeah. And if you don't have access to that, and you don't have a friend or a family member close by, or that you feel really close to, sometimes when Vera and I don't have an opportunity to talk to each other, sometimes we just sit down and we talk to Angus, and we get it all off our chest.
Talk to your angels.
Or talk to your angels, exactly, or your spirit guide,
your loved ones,
or even God.
That would be good.
Down. Yeah,
Mother and Father God.
So we hope that this information helps. And
you can always make comments, and we'll talk to you.
Absolutely. Please do. And we might be live next week. I'm not sure. We'll have to let y'all know. We'll let you know. Have a great week. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Yes. And thank you for the question, Marilyn.
Bye,
Blessings.
Everybody.